It's another Saturday. Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program. Today is another great day. My name still remains Patrick Abambo. On this program today, we'll be giving you a potpourri of issues relating to security. Like it's been said, security is everybody's business. And on this program, Security Watch Africa, we engage you, our dear viewers. We have various social media platforms that you need to interact with us so that we can get your view. Ask your questions or whatever area you need us to respond to, we will take care of it. On the screen will be the social media platform for you to communicate with us. Even as the program is going on, you're free to contact us on Facebook, Security Watch Africa, on Twitter at Security Watch 97. Security Watch 97. You can communicate to us or send your email to secwatchafrica1997 at gmail.com. Communicate with us so we can talk. Like I said, it's a great day. Yes, we don't have enough time. But people have sent messages asking what is Security Watch Africa's view concerning the drama that took place in the courtroom yesterday concerning Showore. I must say that we're looking into it. By next episode of this program, we'll be responding to you based on our finding. But like we said, we have always said it on this program that there is no political solution to security challenges, and that is our stand. We must treat issues of security in a security format and devoid of every sensation. Sensationalism is not part of security, so we can get it right. It's only when you are alive that you can be sensational. It's only when you are alive you can plan. So being alive should be the most important aspect of one's activities. Yeah, back to today's program, really. Like I said, during the week, there were a lot of activities by the Nigerian Army, particularly the commencement and the closing of the Chief of Army Staff annual conference that took place in Kaduna State, where the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari, was physically present to commission the pride of Nigeria, I must say, Ezogu MRAP. I must say it's a pride of Nigeria because 100% content, it's Nigeria. So it's a pride, and it's one of the legacies that Lieutenant General T.Y. Buratai is leaving or has left in the Nigerian Army and Nigeria at large, serving foreign reserve. But let me not unfold everything. Sit back as we bring you this report from the Nigerian Army.
Challenges of threats to Nigeria's national security have necessitated more demand for modern military softwares and hardwares to tackle the myriads of insecurity in the country. Virtually all the 36 states in Nigeria, including the Federal Capital Territory Abuja, are confronting one security issue or the other, and this most often require the presence of the Nigerian Army to restore peace and order. In meeting these demands and reducing the pressure on Nigeria's scarce foreign exchange, as most of the military equipments are usually imported into the country, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukuyusu Buratai, at inception decided to indigenize most of the hardwares used to execute several operations and exercises. This is aimed at harnessing the engineering potentials in the Nigerian Army through aggressive innovation, research and development. The 2019 Abuja International Trade Fair was an ample opportunity for the products of this innovative research and development drive by Command Engineering Depot in partnership with the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria to showcase to the Nigerian public and international community.
The Nigerian Army therefore directed the Command Engineering Depot to collaborate with the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria in research and development, and equally funded their innovative ideas to produce a number of products displayed here today. Some of these products include the mine resistance ambush protected, the light tactical armored vehicle, the infantry patrol vehicle, the mobile borehole drilling machine, the fuel-less generator, the mine roller and tractor. I am delighted to unequivocally state that all these products were fabricated by Nigerians without foreign technical partners.
Another milestone achievement of the Lieutenant General T.Y. Buratai-led Nigerian Army was on display at the just concluded annual Chief of Army Staff Conference 2019, which just ended at the Kaduna International Trade Fair Complex. The conference, with the theme Application of Cutting Edge of the Nigerian Army in Tackling Contemporary Security Challenges, showcased to the world the latest Nigerian Army's mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicle named Ezugu MRAP, an indigenous fighting machine suitable for the Nigerian terrain, ready to take on any form of hostility from the enemies of peace in Nigeria. Presenting indigenous fighting machine Ezugu MRAP to the Commander-in-Chief of Nigerian Armed Forces, President Muhammadu Buhari, and other special guests of honor at the event, the Chief of Army Staff reiterated the desire of the Nigerian Army to keep every part of Nigeria safe and secured, while at the same time harness the immense potentials in the Nigerian Army Corps of Engineers.
We are thus gathered here today and throughout this week to evaluate and appraise our activities and efforts so far towards achieving the overall objective of better positioning the Nigerian Army to face the tasks ahead in the year 2020 and beyond. Importantly, we are delighted to showcase to Mr. President our innovative and inventive products so far achieved through robust research and development efforts in the drive towards building our own military-industrial complex.
The very elated President Buhari thanked the Nigerian Army for all they have been doing for the country, especially in the Northeast, and pledged the continued support of his administration to the Nigerian Army, stressing that the security of the country is one of the topmost priority of his administration, and thereafter commissioned Ezugu MRAP vehicles.
I salute the courage and the gallant efforts of the personnel of the Nigerian Army. I am highly impressed with the conduct of operations that continue to flush out the terrorists from their enclaves. The conceptualization and execution of the Super Camp concept in the Operation Lafia Dole theater have maintained the momentum against terrorists. I urge you to sustain this great effort.
Also commissioned during the conference was upgraded 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital Kaduna to a Level 4 United Nations hospital, the first of its kind in Nigeria. The President and other dignitaries were given a tour of the facilities. Ernest Enuneku, Security Watch Africa, Kaduna State.
It was a wonderful experience, and we must commend the Nigerian Army leadership and the President, of course, for giving them the political will to go ahead and do that. That will save a lot of foreign exchange for Nigeria. The development that is coming up in the Nigerian Army is quite massive. But the deployment of this equipment have already started as we speak. So many of the 26 pieces of the Ezugu MRAP have been ordered, and some of them are already being deployed in the Northeast and some other areas to help push these insurgents out of the country. So kudos, we must say, to the Nigerian Army and all the personnel of armed forces and the police that are doing the work. Yes, last week we showed you the clip of the highlights of what happened during the 16th Africa Security Watch Awards conference that took place in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Today, we'll bring you that of the award, the celebration of Africa's best in security, safety, aviation, media. And I'll sit back as we bring you what went down in Dubai.
Africa Security Watch Awards Gala Night was indeed an evening of glamour and excellence, showcasing to the world Africa's finest and outstanding security personnel and organizations that have touched the lives of Africans and Africa, making sure the continent remains safe and secured in 2018-2019. The awards process, which is organized by Security Watch Africa Initiative, started since 2004 and have continued to celebrate men, women, and organizations who have done the continent of Africa proud through services rendered to their country and the continent in the field of security, safety, maritime, aviation, academia, media, and social services. The evening is packaged to ensure that those who are doing well are encouraged and shown to the world as models for others to emulate. This year's event, which is the 16th edition of the award, was hosted in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. It has 8 recipients from all over Africa, including Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Benin Republic, Senegal, the Gambia, among others. The grand event started with a welcome cocktail and red carpet reception, which gave participants opportunity to acquaint with one another and share ideas that would benefit the continent. The event proper kicked off with the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates. The guests were welcomed by the Chief Executive Officer of Security Watch Africa Initiative, Mr. Patrick Agbambu, followed by the opening remarks by the Chairman, Board of Trustees, Security Watch Africa Initiative, General Joseph Nunu Mensah, retired.
I'm lucky enough to have lived when independence movement in Africa started. At independence of Ghana, 1957, I was 20 years old. And I saw our leaders, the Nkrumahs, the Nyerere, the Mugabe, who just passed on, a host of them. And they were wonderful people. They left us a legacy of honesty, integrity, hard work. Somehow we have lost our way. That's why we are here today, to retrace those steps and begin to rebuild Africa again.
The night witnessed keynote addresses from special guests of honors present at the event. The Egbere Emere One, Okori Eleme, Rivers State, Nigeria, His Royal Highness Apollos Chu, who used the occasion to present his book titled Not All Nigerians Are Corrupt to the world audience.
Take note today, my people, or the world today, that Nigeria, all of us are not corrupt. What is happening today is a sample to show, to demonstrate that Nigeria are very hard-working citizens of the world.
Other keynote speakers were the Executive Dean, Faculty of Military Science, Stellenbosch University, South Africa, Professor Samuel Sheila, and the Chief of Army Staff, Nigeria, Lieutenant General T.Y. Buratai, represented by the Chief of Policy and Plans, Nigerian Army, Lieutenant General Lamidi Adeosho.
And if we don't adapt to these changes across the globe, obviously we are going to find ourselves being an irrelevant force. And therefore, we need to adapt to the changes. The Chinese military strategist indicated one point, that's Sun Tzu, who said that the more you sweat in peacetime, the less you'll bleed in wartime. Therefore, I argue that we need now to embark on lifelong learning for the future generation of officers.
The Nigerian Army, with the support of the Air Force and the Navy, with all other security agencies in Nigeria, has been at the forefront of the kinetic approach to containing Boko Haram terrorist activities within Nigeria's territorial boundaries. Thus far, the Nigerian Army has been able to substantially degrade the capacity and capability of the terrorist group. The Army has been able to restrict Boko Haram violent campaigns to isolated suicidal attacks in remote towns and villages. The group also sees opportunity to attack unsuspecting soft targets from time to time.
The awards lecture was delivered by the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Nigeria, Chief Willie Obiano, who was represented by his Special Advisor on Creative Security, Air Vice Marshal Ben Chobi, retired. He outlined some of the landmark achievements of his administration, especially in the area of security, which is said has helped to boost the economic potentials of Anambra people.
From the US to the UK, from Maiduguri to Oka in Anambra, the world is united by one anxiety: the challenge of securing lives and properties, the challenge of living in a society where our freedoms are not limited by fear. Ladies and gentlemen, humanity today is unified by the decreasing boundaries of freedom forced upon us by an increasingly unsafe world. But in Anambra State, we have chosen to live safe and to live free.
It was not all a dull moment, as the audience were thrilled to melodious tunes by musical artists present at the occasion, giving more life to an evening filled with excitements and expectations. It was time for the business of the day, honoring sons and daughters from the continent of Africa and organizations that have contributed in no small measure to the security and safety of Africans and Africa. Among those honored include Governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, who won the security icon in governance in West and Central Africa. His Abia counterpart, Dr. Okezie Bazo, won the Best Security and Safety Conscious State Governor, Premier in West and Central Africa. The Lagos State Government won the Best Security and Safety Conscious State Government in Africa, while Lieutenant General Tiwa Buratai, Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff, won the Icon of National Defense in Africa.
We celebrate His Excellency Chief Willie Obiano, Executive Governor Anambra State, as we present the security icon in government in West and Central Africa. A round of applause for... As we present the icon of national defense in Africa, His Excellency Lieutenant General T.Y. Buratai, NAM GSS DSC NDC, Chief of Army Staff, Nigerian Army.
IGP Muhammad Abubakar Adamu, the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria, won the Golden Star Award for exemplary national security service in West and Central Africa. Lieutenant General Lamidi Adeosun, Chief of Policy and Plans, Nigerian Army, won the Golden Star Awards for exemplary leadership, gallantry, and patriotism. Dr. Ibrahim Muhammad Awal, Minister for Business Development, the Republic of Ghana, won the Most Outstanding Government Personality, Human Capital Development and Service in West Africa. Professor Samuel Schiller, Executive Dean, Faculty of Military Science, Stellenbosch University, South Africa, won the Golden Star Award for Distinguished Service in Security Education in Africa, and the Department of Safety and Security Management, Tshwane University of Technology, South Africa, won the Golden Star Award for Distinguished Service in Security and Safety Education in Africa. Major General S.A. Adebayo, Chief of Military Intelligence, Nigerian Army, won the Golden Star Awards for exemplary leadership and patriotism in West and Central Africa. Dr. Prosper Ladislas Agbesi, Chairman, Alliance for Sustainable Democracy in Africa and Pan-African Business Forum, won the most outstanding peace and security personality in West and Central Africa. Ministry of Aviation, Republic of Ghana, won the Golden Star Award for exemplary aviation security safety service in West and Central Africa. The most developmental and security conscious airport in West and Central Africa went to Ghana Airports Company Limited, while the most outstanding and innovative security conscious airline in West Africa went to Africa World Airlines. Last Corporal Musa Jimo, 251 Battalion Maiduguri Nigerian Army, won courage and gallantry in Nigeria, while Private Muhammad Al-Khali, also of the 251 Battalion, also won courage and gallantry in Nigeria. Although 68 awardees were honored, one particularly stood out. It was a posthumous award for late DCP Usman Umar, a former Deputy Commissioner of Police, Operations Department, FCT Command, who was shot dead by rampaging Shiite sects on July 22, 2019. His award was received by his brother and his widow.
And also would like to thank the Inspector General of Police for his unrivaled support and commitment towards the late family of DCP Umar. To the organizers of the Africa Security Watch, I would like to thank you most sincerely for finding late DCP Usman Umar, amongst many others, worthy of this award. Mr. Albert Camus, a Nobel Prize-winning writer, said, "Life is the sum of your choices." Late DCP Umar decided to be a police officer, not because he had nothing else to do, but because of the need and his desire to serve the humanity that we all are. He enlisted into Nigeria Police Force and paid the supreme price. But with all sincerity of purpose and commitment, I would like to tell us here today that his death will not be in vain. We are more than ever before resolved as members of law enforcement to carry out our mandates of law enforcement. We will redouble our efforts to do so that those that we leave behind will not suffer unnecessarily, so that they don't have to experience it again.
The future of Africa will be greatly influenced by how safe the continent is, that will in turn enhance economic and social development, while we work towards achieving the United States of Africa by 2063. Ernest Enuneku, Security Watch Africa, Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
It was a wonderful experience, really, celebrating those who labored in the last 1 year to protect you and I. The preparation for the next edition has already started. From the close of that, another one opened. So it was really a nice time celebrating Africa. Well, next edition will be in Africa, not outside Africa, based on the decision of the board, and we'll get you informed about it. But there's one other recipient who couldn't make it to Dubai, but due to popular demand, we had to make his presentation to him in his office just during the week. So sit back as we bring you the presentation made to DCP Abakari, who has done so much to protect Nigerians. Sit back.
Yeah, best crime bossing security officer, not police, because it covered a lot of other security apparatus. And I must say that yes, you have won the award previously, but this is quite special because this actually states what you have been able to do. I know that as long as you keep on doing what you're doing well, we will keep on recognizing your efforts and using you as a model. Anywhere we go, Security Watch Africa has used you to talk to people on how it should be done. So I want to present this trophy, this crystal trophy to you.
Thank
to
you.
Say congratulations.
Thank you.
To you.
Thank you.
Okay. There is also a certificate to say that you framed this and put it to show that yes, it's an honor well deserved, signed by the General himself.
Thank you. Honored, and it's always very encouraging when good citizens of the country, organizations come to recognize, come to recognize what we are doing. This will boost our morale. This will make us to do more, and also this will also encourage others to do same or to strive harder, because this will send message to everybody that whenever you do something for your country, people from your country will recognize you, and then will reward you. So we are very grateful as a unit, and I'm also very grateful as a person for the recognition that you have passed to us, and I will assure you that we will continue to do our best.
To whom much is given, much is expected. We believe that all those who were honored by Africa Security Watch Awards will redouble their efforts and make sure that Africa and Nigeria remain safer in the year 2020. Until we come your way again next week. Like I said, next week we'll be bringing you a guest in the studio here to look at security in the year 2019 and what are we projecting for the year 2020. Until we come your way again next week, go to YouTube, our YouTube channel, Security Watch Africa, and watch the previous editions of this program. And this particular edition, it will be uploaded there. Go and watch, follow us or like us so that you can get alerts when new episodes come on. Until we come your way again next week, I'll say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.